Okay, now let's look at question 2. With question 2, I have all the data points from here. Okay, and my task, the question told me, okay, to complete this table. Okay. So what's happened is in the row number 1, it tells me, okay, if I just do the linear regression line using those points, my R value will be 0.868. My R square value will be 75% in percentage, and my equation will be this. Okay, so and the question told me, okay, I need to complete this table with the following 4 transformations. So I need to do this 4 transformation. Okay, and then let's do it using calculators. Okay, so let me go to my calculator, okay, and inputted all the values in my calculators, all the datas there. Okay. Once I have all these datas, okay, I name it X and Y. I name it X and Y. Okay. So now, if I want to do the first transformation, 1 on relative risk, this is basically 1 on Y. So what I would do is, in the next column, I write this down. Okay, so I write down it like this. I write down it like maybe now 1 on Y is a reciprocal thing, okay, transformation. So I name this reciprocal Y. Okay, because I need to find 1 on Y. So what I do next? Okay, all this column is equals to, it's going to be equals to 1 divided by the Y value. Okay, so the idea is I need to type. Okay, now in your calculator you need to use this sign, okay, the vary sign. Type this sign and find the variable. In this case, which is going to be Y. Okay, so it looks like that. I do it again. Okay. So the idea is press equals, okay, 1 divided by Y. Okay. Relative risk is Y. So, but don't just type in Y. If you type in Y, it doesn't work. If you type in Y, it doesn't work. Okay. You need to basically press this K, the variable K, and select Y. It tells the calculator I need to 1 divided by all these variables Y. Press enter, so I have here. Okay, 1 divided by 1 is this, 1 divided by 2, I have that, 1 divided by 4.2, I have this, 1 divided by 10.6, I have that, 1 divided by 31.8, I have all this. Okay, now, okay, sorry, okay, then we can use my scatter plots. Okay, have a look. Uh, so then I go to Control I, insert. I do it here. Control and I need to go to a scatter plot. Okay, you see a lot of value is here, so let's make my X. Now, my X value is still X because it didn't change. My Y value, however, is changed to 1 on Y rather than Y, so to reciprocal Y here. Okay, we have reciprocal Y and 1 on Y. Okay, now that's a little bit weird. Yeah, that's a little bit weird, but okay, I think I think somehow, I think I made a mistake. Okay, so if I go to my calculator, there I have, don't tell me I made a mistake, so I have 60, 65, 70, 80, yeah, 153, I have X and Y. I go there, yeah, that's my X and Y, but if I want to change to reciprocal Y, there should be data around it. Ah, yes. Okay, then I go to menu, really I need to zoom it. Okay, I need to zoom data, put it in, now zoom, I think the data is zoomed in, so I go to menu, Windows, zoom in. Actually, I go to menu. Now, the reason is if I look at my zoom window setting, okay, so my X value is basically between 60 to 80. Okay, so I want to view it from 59 to 81. My Y value, however, in this case, the reciprocal Y value is really small. Okay, so it's going to be from 0 to, say, to 5. Okay, from 0 to 5 is still too big. So if I say it's from 0 to 1, maybe I have a better uh, 0 to 1, maybe I have a better thing. No. Ah, sorry, I didn't name it properly, so that's my mistake. Okay. What's happened there? Yeah, again, I made a mistake, so I do that again. Okay. So one. Ah, sorry, I made a mistake again. So it's really easy to make mistakes. So just be careful with all this. Okay. Reciprocal Y. Yep. Okay. Now good. So I go there. I change it to reciprocal Y. That's no. That's my X. Okay. That's my originally Y value looks like this. I need to change it to reciprocal Y. Okay. So it becomes that. Okay. Then what I do is I go to menu, analyze, regression, say how it goes there, but it doesn't show me the R value. So what I do is I go back to the table. Go back to the table. I click on empty table, go to menu, stats calculation. I need linear regression. My X is still my X. Okay. However, my Y list become reciprocal Y. Okay. Reciprocal Y. So, and I want all my solutions on column E. So column E, yep, that's all right. Column E here. Okay. So I have all the values. I have all the values there. Okay. Now, my R value is going to be minus. So let's do this now. Okay. My R value is going to be minus 0. All right. 0.939, maybe 940, 939. Let me have a look. 9395, so it rounds up, so it's 940. Okay. Now, when you round it up to 140, remember write down the zero. Don't just write down minus 0.94. Okay. So you show in the examiner we are using 3 decimal places as the previous example. Okay, so in this case, the R square value is given, and my relative risk is basically, well, the equation is given as 1 on relative risk, because that's our new y value, okay, equals to a number a minus b times the speed, okay, which is x, our independent variable there. Okay, so if you look at it, my value a and b are pretty much similar. Okay, a and b is pretty much similar. Okay, so what this tells me is, after the transformation, my R square value is become 88.3%. Okay, so after this transformation, well, the transformation, the reciprocal transformation, has a more accurate result than a linear regression. Now let's try the next one, speed square. Remember, speed is x. Be careful, speed is x, risk is y. Okay, so we do the same thing on the calculator. So now speed square SQR. Okay, that's all. That's I would name it. So what I do is, this column is going to be equal sign x square. Okay, so what I do is x. Now I need to find value. Yep, x. Okay, squared. Now down. Okay, down. Compare, if you compare to the x value, so x squared is all squared in this column. Then we can have a look, basically. We can have a look at the new dot. In this case, in the second column here, what's happened is, now we have here I have 1 on y. Now I have x squared. Instead of x, I have x squared. So what we do in the calculator to do is, instead of x, I should have x squared, speed squared, and the y value doesn't change. Okay, the y value shouldn't change at all. So we have to zoom to the data. Did I make a mistake somewhere? Here. Somehow I didn't name it again. I think I deleted them accidentally. So this is going to be speed square SQR. Okay, now I do the rest. X square, enter, down there. Okay, so my x will be my speed square. My y value does not change. Okay. In the first one, we change the y value. In the second one, we change the x value. The y value remains. So we have a shape like this. Okay. Then if I do a regression line, in this case, if I do a regression line, what I do is I go to menu, stats, stats calculation to our no, stats menu stats calculation. I need to find the regression line. What I do is my x list is going to be my x square, my speed square. My y list is going to be my y. It doesn't change. Okay, so we don't want to save the equation. Well, you can, but it doesn't really matter. So I want my answer in column E. So column E seems empty. So yep, should be alright. Price. So that's my new value here. Okay, cancel. Okay. So I have my A, B, R square. So what I do is I go there. That's my R. My R square will be this one. 78.6%. Okay. So it's going to be 78.6%. And I need to write the equation. So the equation is going to be y equals to a plus bx. Okay, in this case, we didn't do anything to the y, so y stays the same, which is relative risk. Okay, equals to a plus bx. So this is my b, and my a will be from calculator. My a is going to be minus 40.757. So I write it down, minus 40.757. Okay. Now my x is changed. Okay. My x is changed to speed square. So I need to write down speed square rather than speed, because we did a transformation on x. Okay. Similarly, let's do the last one, the third one. On the third one, I need to do log relative risk. So that's basically log y. Okay. So let's do it in calculator. I'm going to do it this time. I'm going to do this really fast. So I'm using column E. So I write down this LJ for log, log risk. Okay, log risk. So basically, I need to type equals. I need to log I need to log. I wish I can make it bigger. Oh, okay. Equals to log. No, not this one. Okay. Log, remember, is base 10. Log always have a base, which is 10. Then, well, in this case, it's 10. Then y. So I press this variable. So I go to select y. So just if you're doing this in your calculator, you just need to be really careful. Okay, selecting y. So press enter. Press OK. Yeah, should be alright. Yeah, we have all the values. Okay. Again, go to there. In this case, we did a transformation on y. Okay. So if I want to sketch a scatter plot, my x doesn't change. So on my x, I should go to x. However, my y becomes log risk. Okay. This one looks more linear. Right. But the looks of it is pretty good. So let's do the calculation. Remember, we want answer display in the column F. Okay. So what we do is we go to menu, stats calculation, regression line. So my x list is still x, it doesn't change. My y list become log risk. Okay. You can save the equation or you don't need to. Then it results in column F. So that's pretty good. Press OK. OK. Here we are. Okay. Now the R value is 0.995. 0.995, and my R square value is going to be 99.0%. Okay. So 99.0%. Okay. This tells me this transformation so far is the most accurate one, because 99% of variation in relative risk can be explained by the variation in speed. Okay, so what we do is I write it down. So instead of y, instead of writing down y equals 2, we change the y to log y. So I have to write down log risk equals to my a plus bx, which is okay. We didn't do anything to x, so x is going to be speed. So we just need to copy down the numbers from your calculator. A is minus 4.530, minus 4.530, plus B is 0.0746. Okay. Yeah, 0.0746. So 0.0746. Some students write down 0.075 because it's 3 decimal places, but now you just need to be careful. So write down one more digit sometimes. Okay. If it's 0.746, it should be fine, but 0.0774 is a little bit too less. Okay, we call this, so make it 0.0746. Okay. If you write down more, it's alright in the SAC, but don't write down less. So this is this, and the last one is already done. Okay, the R square of the last one is 58.6%, which is lower than the rest. So the last transformation must be it's not very accurate. Okay. Now question 2 done.